You're listening to the Wellness Life Podcast, episode number 6. I'm your host, Megan Kennedy, holistic nutritionist, owner of the health food store Natural Vibe, and founder of thewellnesslife.ca. On this show, we will be talking about all things wellness, such as nutrition, mindset, lifestyle, and more. Join me and other wellness experts as we discuss tips to help you live a healthier lifestyle, look and feel your best, and achieve your highest potential. Welcome to The Wellness Life. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in again this week. How are we already at episode number 6? I guess time really does fly when you're having fun, and I love being able to share wellness tips with you each and every week. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen. And this episode couldn't have come at a better time because I wanted to share some things that have worked for me and my family on how to stay healthy during cold and flu season, which, as you probably already know, we are currently dead smack in the middle of. So my family and I have been very lucky, as none of us have really caught anything in over 6 months, especially because Alen and I are constantly dealing with the public at the Natural Vibe, and Ben is at daycare, aka Germ Central. And I say lucky, although I like to think it has a lot to do with the proactive steps we've been taking this season, especially compared to other seasons where we were all getting sick a lot more often. Now, here's the ironic thing. As I record this episode, I am actually getting over my first bug of the season. And you might wonder, why am I telling you this? Well, it's because I want to be completely transparent in this podcast. And to tell you the truth, the tips I'm about to share, I haven't really been following the past few weeks. And it's a good reminder to me that even though I may know some things that help, if I don't actually follow my own advice, it's not going to work. Also, being a mama, we usually take way better care of our loved ones than ourselves. Can I get an amen, sister? I thought this would be a good topic because we are getting a ton of people coming into the store looking for remedies for their cold or flu. So besides me not taking my own advice these past few weeks, we usually take some preventative actions, which seems to be paying off, especially for Ben because, knock on wood, he has not missed a day of daycare in over 6 months. So I wanted to share 5 things we do preventatively during the cold and flu season. Number 1 might seem like a no-brainer, but it's so easy to forget. Make sure you are washing your hands regularly. I actually keep Dr. Bronner's all-natural hand sanitizer in my purse and in my glove compartment of my car. I also have some all-natural hand wipes, so as soon as I pick Ben up from daycare, we wash and spray his hands down. He usually has a snack in the car, but even if your child doesn't, I would still do this as those little fingers can easily end up in their mouth or, let's be honest, even in their nose. Number 2, reduce sugar. I know, this is not always easy with kids and even adults, but during cold and flu season, we make a conscious effort to reduce added sugars. If we do have sugar, I like to stick with natural sources like whole fruit, which also contains fiber, or honey and maple syrup. As I mentioned in my last episode on picky eaters, sugar can definitely lower the immune system. So especially during the winter, I try and reduce our family's sugar intake. One way I did this with Ben is his school usually provides his snacks and meals. I decided to switch things up and start packing some snacks for him, so that way I knew he was getting healthy food throughout the day. So things like carrots and hummus, homemade energy balls, apple with nut butter. This also works well for after-school snacks. Number 3, another thing we do preventatively is, along with Ben's regular vitamins, which I discussed in my Picky Eaters episode, and I'll link that in the show notes, he now takes a chewable vitamin C every day. And no joke, you guys, they taste like candy. Alen and I also supplement with vitamin C daily. Why, you might ask? Well, vitamin C helps protect us from environmental pollutants and toxins and works well at improving our immune function. Studies show that when children take vitamin C on a regular basis, they do not get sick as often. And if they do catch a cold or flu, they have a quicker recovery time. So that is why vitamin C is an important part of our supplement routine. Now, I did run out of my vitamin C the last few weeks. Hard to know if that had anything to do with me getting sick, but definitely not going to chance that again. And if you're interested in learning which ones we take, head to the show notes for details. Number 4, we use a diffuser at home. So during the winter, I always try and have my diffuser going as often as possible with some therapeutic oils. It's important to note that not all essential oils are safe for kids. So if you are thinking of adding this to your daily routine, please do some research before using. If you listen to my Optimizing Sleep episode, then you know I am a big fan of essential oils, especially lavender. But there are a few others I rotate through my diffuser, especially during the cold and flu season. If you want to help keep the air clean, a few drops of tea tree or lemon oil are my favorite this time of year, which are antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral. These essential oils are also great to use as a natural cleaning product instead of conventional products that might be made with dangerous chemicals. And if you are interested in me doing a podcast episode on tips for a healthy home, message me on Instagram or send me off an email at hello@thewellnesslife.ca. And number 5, move your body, ideally outside. This last tip is not always easy to do, especially with the winter we've been having this year in Newfoundland. But studies show those who exercise regularly are much less likely to develop a cold. And when they do, it's way less severe. And here's another interesting fact. Researchers at the University of California, San Diego of Medicine did in fact find that as little as 20 minutes of exercise can have anti-inflammatory effects that boost your immune system. In all honesty, I am not a huge fan of the cold, but I find once I invested in some appropriate winter attire like a snow jacket, snow pants, hat, and gloves, I am way more likely to head outside and build a snowman or a snow fort with Ben. And for those days we don't get outside, Ben received a small trampoline for Christmas a year ago, which has been one of the best gifts ever for getting some of his energy out during those days we can't get outside. I also sometimes turn on an exercise video, which I get Ben to do alongside with me, which he also finds really fun. But other things you could do would be go skating or skiing. You could head to the gym, hot yoga, or a dance class, whatever it takes to get your body moving. Your immune system will thank you for it. The last thing I wanted to mention was listen to your body. Over the years, I can start to sense when I'm about to get sick. I may feel more tired than usual, get a slight headache, or just feel off. I have found that if I'm able to get some extra sleep in during that time, like going to bed early or sleeping in a little later, I sometimes can avoid getting sick, or at the very least, it doesn't last very long. The last week or so, I had that feeling and I didn't listen to my body. Instead of going to bed early, I stayed up working on a project I wanted to finish, and I got sick. So I want to end this today by saying, listen to your body, practice daily healthy habits, and above all, give yourself that TLC you so very much deserve. Thank you so much for listening. If you like this episode, I would love if you could share with a friend or leave a review. If you screenshot that review and send it to hello@thewellnesslife.ca, you will then officially be entered to win a 7-day customized meal plan designed for you from yours truly. You also get entered if you share the podcast on social media. I pick a winner at the beginning of every month. And if you'd like a glimpse into how I live my best wellness life, follow me on Instagram at thewellnesslife.ca. Remember, you have to nourish to flourish. See you next time.